Hello YouTube, this is Shirley426 and today we have a review of the HGUC Nemo or Nemo. I'm still hearing both of those pronunciations, so I'm just going to go with the one I'm more used to. So once again, I just wanted to take a break and build and review something simple because recently I've been reviewing a lot of kits, a lot of premium Bandai kits, other non-Gunpla kits, figures as well, and most of them being premium Bandai. It was always, I was getting that pressure when it comes to building. I shouldn't really break anything, I shouldn't really mess up anything. So there was these type of stress I would get, but I wanted to take a break, so I decided to review the HGC Nemo from the Unicorn Gundam series. So there are three types of Nemo. There's a reason why I just mentioned the Unicorn Gundam series, because there are three retail Nemo kits out there. In the HGUC line, there's the original Zeta Gundam color version, and then there's this version, and then there is the Desert color version. Now the Desert color version is technically also from the Unicorn Gundam series, so I guess they just wanted to, you know, not confuse the people by putting in those other terms. So all three of those retail kits have the same build. They are exactly all the same Nemo kits out there, but they each have a different equipment setup. Now there are some of the similarities, but still the amount of equipment in each kit are slightly different. So just wanted to point that out. Now this isn't my first time reviewing a Nemo kit. I actually reviewed one way long time ago, a few years ago, the Desert color version. And at the time it was an okay kit, and while there were some sticker issues going on there, but still it was okay. And I wanted to check if the kit is still okay even to this, you know, period, because it's been a long time. We are still getting new kits, and the new kits are getting new technology in terms of engineering. So I wanted to see if this kit, you know, still stands up. And I would say yes, it was really very fun to build. Granted, it is lacking a few aspects compared to more recent kits, but it's okay. Because keep in mind, this came out in 2012, so yeah, that's a long time ago. Alright, so as usual, let's go over the components. So first of all, what you get for this, of course, is obviously the mobile suit itself. Currently we have the fist hands on the hands, and then there's the two beam saber hilts on the back skirt as well. And then speaking of hands, now this was being 2012, I believe this was the time where Bandai actually put in more hands in their kit. So we actually get these fully open style hands, very nice. These are always welcome because they're actually much more useful than you think when doing certain poses. Very nice. And then here we have the multi-purpose hands. You will be using mostly these hands for the beam sabers, so just that. And this is the sticker sheet. Now this is the main thing I was talking about, the sticker issue. That despite how simple the mobile suit looks like, they actually have a lot of stickers. But it may look like a lot, but it's just the area that aspect that makes them put more stickers like these. So these are mostly for, these red stickers are for the vent or the thruster areas going on there. So not the main thrusters, but the inside area of the thrusters. They want to make you cover up those side walls on the inside, so which is why they give you these stickers. So this is technically for each leg, so there's 8 stickers here. Same goes for here, which is 8 stickers there for the, I believe these were for the shoulder vents, if I remember correctly. So that if you exclude those, it's not as much as you think. But I will point out what part is supposed to be a sticker. And here we have some leftover parts. Now, once again, we have leftover parts for these hand guards because the Nemo actually has his own color version, so we don't use these, but we do use all the hands. And then we get some leftover polycaps, nothing too special here. And then equipment wise, here are the other equipment that you should be getting. Number one, you should be getting a trigger finger hand with the Jim rifle. This is actually what the manual calls it. And here we have another sticker for the visor or scope. Apparently instead of being green, it's actually yellow, something that we don't see too often, but still works. And the trigger finger works very well because not only it is a dedicated trigger finger, there's also the peg and hole system on the weapon and the hand. So that's that. The rifle itself is very simple. It's just to snap 2 pieces together and then put on the front barrel. Here we have the shield, very nice shield. Now this is the folded up version, and believe it or not, this is not a sticker. This is actually a color separated part, so no stickers on the shield. So you can detach the shield like these and then reposition the hand. So technically what this shield is supposed to be, this is the folded up version, and then you're supposed to open up like that. So I believe the Master Grade version does that very well. The Master Grade Nemo kit is a very nice kit. I highly recommend it as well. So that's that. So here we have the shield, very simple yet efficient looking shield. I would like to mention there are really odd shields out there as well. And here we have the shield connector. You can actually connect this to either arm, so left or right, your choice. And then you can either connect the shield to the side or on the back of the arm with this. And we get some 2 beam saber effect parts. Now it's been a long time since I've seen these short ones, but it's really good to see them once again. Alright, so let's see what we got in terms of articulation. Now, keep in mind, I'm mentioning this one more time, this kit is from 2012. Granted, the articulation is not going to be that great compared to more recent kits out there. Now granted, sure, there are certain kits at 2012 that had great articulation, but hey, you can't have everything. Alright, so let me just readjust a few things, and there we go. Alright, so let's start with the head. Now the head, I absolutely love the head design. Here, the only downside I would say is that red part from the forehead. Now you have to choose either to put a red sticker or a yellow sticker. Now technically the manual only mentions the red sticker, but there is a leftover yellow sticker for that part, so it's really up to your choice going on there. I believe I think it depends on which Nemo version you buy that you have to choose the color, but yeah. For this guy, you have to use red. Now, because I have to use a sticker, I decided to get my red Gundam metallic marker going on here and then color that small spot there. I think it turned out okay. And then on the inside, behind the visor, we actually get a silver sticker going on here. I believe back then I tried to use a silver Gundam marker there, and it did not look that great. But still, at this time I actually used the sticker. It looks pretty nice because it actually gives that extra shine on the inside. And then we have another camera sticker here, and then on the back as well. And the antenna is a separate piece. So head articulation is okay. You can go down that much, not as much as you think, but up pretty well. And then 360, I'm gonna say it's slightly limited because these parts on the side are kind of colliding with the bottom section here. And there's one more thing I should mention is that this neck area. This area you actually have to put a gray sticker wrap around this area, and I decided not to do that because it barely shows. Alright, so that's the way how it is. Now looking at the main body, very simple looking main body as well. Now technically you have to apply a red sticker here on the bottom section of the cockpit. I think they could have really done a color separated part here, but oh well. But at least the Master Grade did it pretty well, so yeah. So yeah, you have to put a red sticker here. Now because this is a dark color, now coloring this part might be trickier than compared to this part, so just be aware of that. Now the main body, we do get a slight wiggle on the ab crunch area, and then yeah, side to side not so much. Now going 360, I'm gonna say no because this part is actually blocking the main body going 360. And then again, 360 is not really, required for everything. Now the arms. Now see, we have 4 stickers on the shoulder. So the first stickers, I mean. So here we have 1, 2 on the back. So there's 4 stickers going on here, and each on the shoulder we have these giant vents going on here. So what you're supposed to do is apply this sticker, and then on the side walls here, you're supposed to apply 4 more stickers. So that's 5 stickers for this vent only. And so that's 10 stickers, and then if you count these ones for each shoulder, that means that's 7 stickers for each shoulder, which is why the sticker sheet may look like a lot, but still the arm, it's okay. You get a nice forward and backward movement going on here, and since the arm is on the ball joint, 360, no issue at all. And then you have this flap that you can open up, and then going to the side 90 degrees is no problem as well. And then 360 twist on the lower arm is possible. Now the bend is only 90 degrees. So once again, I believe being 2012 kits, these could be there was really a mixed bag of kits that could go more than 90 degrees, and then that can only go 90 degrees. So I'm not sure what was the standard for that time, but still. And then one of the most oddest stickers I remember is that you have to apply a sticker here. Now you have to apply a dark gray sticker. I just decided to use my gray on the marker as well. I believe I accidentally used the metallic version, which is why it looks a little bit lighter, but yeah. So honestly, I don't think you really need to apply it here, but yeah. So that's that, and here are those holes I was talking about where you can attach the shield connectors. And speaking of the holes, let's look at the back here. Now the back, pretty looking familiar parts such as the legs and the backpack kind of does remind me of the Gym Sniper 2. And then we have these Beam Sabers hilts. Now these ones you can just slide them out. I believe the Master Grade version you can actually open this section up, but for this one you have to just slide them out as well. So no stickers for these parts area, but for the back thruster legs here, so there's no sticker for the main thrusters, but you can see these walls on the inside, so that's already 4 stickers for that. So that's another 4, so that's 8 stickers for those as well. So that's that. Okay, now for the side skirts, they can move a little bit more. The front skirts, they are, now currently I just wanted to show you guys this is a single piece, but you are able to divide them if you want to do so, because they are one of those ball joints connected together, so it's possible. And then as for the legs, we see some basic engineering here going on here. So we have these nice side swivel going on here, and then we can go forward as well, 90 degrees, Backwards, not so much, since the back skirt does not move at all. Now, speaking of stickers, now you can see this empty space here. There's also supposed to be a sticker here, but once again, not being a flat surface, I have to push the sticker in. I decided not to apply that because it's going to look really ugly if I have to push that all the way to the inside. So once again, there are 1, 2, and if you count the inner ones, there's 4. There's 2 on each leg, so that's 4 stickers. Now, bend wise, we get only a 90-degree bend, but I think this is mostly because of the design here, because it's definitely colliding on there. And then feet wise, we get a nice ball jointed feet, but this is one of those parts where they actually made a separate ankle piece here on the middle. So there's a ball joint top there and then ball joint here, if I remember correctly. So yeah, so we do get a nice forward and backward, and then the ball joint works very well, and then nice an okay pivot joint. Alright, so we've seen the basis of the kit. The articulation is pretty good and for its time, and well, in today's standards it may be lacking, and color separation is definitely lacking to some degree, but still I would say this is a very nice basic kit to tell if you wanted to recommend Gunpla to a friend, or if you want to teach a friend how to paint. I think this might be a good example. Alright, so we're done with the basics. I'll be right back with the equipment. Okay, so I'm back. So yesterday I actually had a recording issue going on here, so to avoid that issue I was actually checking the first part I recorded. Apparently I said a few things wrong. So number one, the head, I did say that it can't go 360. Now that's just mentioning that in a normal way. So you can technically force it by making the head go upwards and then twisting the head forcefully and then going 360 using the ball joint. But once again, I wouldn't say that's ideal because you don't want to hear plastic clicking all around places when doing that. Number two, the ankles. I mentioned that there's a ball joint here and then here. So the ball joint I meant was applying to the bottom section. The top section is just a peg. So sorry about my error. Anyway, so here we have the equipment going on here. Since there's not many equipment, you get the basic shield, you get a gun or machine gun, and then a beam saber. So I just wanted to show you guys that attaching all the equipment is possible going on here. And for the shield connector, since even though it is on a peg, there is a poly cap on the inside, so you do get a little bit of movement while having the shield connected, or you can rotate it around if you want to do so. So you do get some freedom going on there as well. And the trigger finger works very nice and it holds it very well. Another issue I should mention is that for some reason the ball joint hand connection feels slightly weaker compared to other kits I've tried before, so that is something you should be aware of. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it for the review. So once again, if you're into the grunt units, I think collecting all 3 Nemos is always good. I'm actually trying to get the master grade version as well. I have the master grade original Zeta Gundam Nemo. I'm also still searching for the premium Bandai versions of this master grade, and then the desert color version as well, because yeah, apparently a lot of people do like those kits as well, so which has become rare. Anyway, that is pretty much it for the review. So this was a review of the HGUC Nemo from the Unicorn Gundam series. That technically this is the Unicorn version according to the box. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more stuff to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.